Every type of ad unit, publisher, network, and exchange all have slightly different processes for executing mobile advertising campaigns. Here, we'll address the steps you should consider to successfully execute your mobile advertising campaigns, and we'll give you one example. You can then adjust these steps and the example for the different providers you decide to work with. If you have an agency doing all the work for you, well, then you have little to worry about. The basic steps. The steps for executing your mobile advertising campaign are quite similar to your overall mobile marketing plan or any individual marketing program for that matter. You need to have detailed objectives. Within these objectives, make sure you're very clear as to what type of audience you want to reach, such as age, gender, location, or even behaviors. This information will help you pick the right media, network, and partners. Make sure you have clear timeframes with your objectives. For example, how many app installs do you want to achieve in a given period of time, say in 30 days or 2 months? You need to have a clear budget in mind. You'll want to have a media mix plan. Decide where your advertising will be placed. That is, in paid media, the ad networks you'll place your media buys with, owned media, which of your owned channels, such as your website, you want to place it in, i.e. house advertising. Often, you'll want to place your ads over a number of networks and exchanges to achieve your objectives. Not one network will be able to drive all the results that you want to accomplish. Creative. Your creative includes the positioning and messaging of your ads. That includes the words you'll put in your ads, the color themes, the images, the clear call to actions. You'll want to be as concise with your creative as possible in order to achieve your objectives. You'll also want to be thinking about the type of format ads that you want. Are you going to be doing banners, rich media creative? Will it include text, images, and audio? Will you be doing video? All of this falls into the element of creative. Tracking. You'll want to have a detailed plan on how you're going to measure, analyzing, or reporting on your campaign. Your optimization plan. You'll want to have a plan for refining and optimizing your ad program over time. So what this means is you don't just put your ad plan out into the marketplace and sit there and wait for it to come back. You want to be doing regular check-ins, maybe once a week, every couple of weeks. See which media is working, see which media is not. An optimization plan will enable you to be able to reallocate funds from one network to another to make sure your money is going to the media channels that are driving the best results for you. Moreover, it's not just the media channels that you'll want to be evaluating, but you'll also want to be optimizing your creative and the type of ads that you're serving. You may find, for example, one type of creative or one type of ad placement or one type of ad design works better than another for the particular audience that you're reaching. The best mobile advertising plans employ both top-down and bottom-up approaches to developing a plan. A top-down approach for mobile advertising planning is essentially simple math. You take your objective, for example, 100,000 downloads, divided by average engagement rate, divided by average click-through rate equals total impressions. Total impressions divided by 1,000 times CPM equals total estimated budget. Now let's put this formula to use. If your app install goal is 15,900 apps, and your average expected engagement rate is 2.4% and your average expected click-through rate is 2%, then the total ad impressions needed is 33,125,000. And if your average CPM is $1.45, then your total budget is going to be $48,031.25. The bottom-up approach takes a bit more work. You and your agency will evaluate your goals. You'll review all the available ad networks and exchanges that are at your disposal, the audiences that they reach, their typical rates of engagement, as well as look at the various pricing models like CPC, CPM, and CPI. That is cost per click, cost per thousand, and cost per install. You'll then compare the rebates that they may get from volume, their historical performance, and build up a media mix plan that will help you achieve your goals.